Alright, welcome to Nation's Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. And my name is Angela, your uncle. I have lots of updates on the block. Yes, the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal, I have an update on that. Then I have an update on an expository video of Nasir El-Rufai, where he was boasting and bragging in Hausa language about what he did to former President Umaru Yaradua and what he did to former President Goodluck Jonathan. Let me take them bit by bit. Calm down, we'll go there. Now, first, on the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal, a Twitter account has tweeted a secret that has been confirmed by lots of politicians, especially the rising politicians, those on Twitter. Yeah, now, lots of secrets have been laid bare, and I'm reading straight from there. Now, it is said that Judgment Day, it is now going to be 24 hours to expiration. Head of the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal, Justice Haruna Samani Simon, and his colleagues have now agreed to deliver judgment on the presidential elections petitions 24 hours before the expiration of the constitutionally mandated 180 days. The judges have been dealing and dallying on when they deliver the judgment following pressures being mounted on them by Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his crooked colleagues. This was what the expose was all about, and we will keep our fingers crossed, and then we will know when they are actually planning to do this. Don't forget, all eyes on the judiciary. Now I have something quite different. Yes, Nasir El-Rufai in a video was exposed when he was bragging in Hausa about how he fought a battle with Umaru Yaradua and former President Goodluck Jonathan, and how he defeated one to death and one he sent him back into his village, according to the video. Let me allow you watch that video there so you will understand what grievous statements Nasir El-Rufai was caught making in this video when he was governor. This is so strange. I feel very, very sad about this. Watch this.
Kace za ka dauki fada da ni to ka je kai ka tambayi Umaru Yaradua ka tambayi Jonathan shugabannin kasa ne nayi fada da su daya kabari daya otu.
All right, you've watched the video there, and that was what he was saying it in Hausa, but I'm going to translate it for you. He said, yes, that anyone who wants to pick a fight with him can ask, or he sees his track record, that in Nigeria here, he has come at loggerheads and controversy with a president, former President Umaru Yaradua, and he left to death. And he also had a controversy with former President Goodluck Jonathan, and that one left for his village. Do you understand me? That was what he was saying in that video. Can you imagine somebody who was supposed to be a minister is bragging about things like this? Are these things cool, or this is all very good things to brag about? I think Nasir El-Rufai should be cautioned. Oga, we don't want this kind of statements in Nigeria. Ever since he made that statement, people have been looking at him. No wonder he was disqualified in the Senate from not getting the ministerial nominee, or not making the ministerial nominee final list. Now, I would like to urge our viewers, please like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section, and watch till the end, and subscribe to this channel. Is very, very important. Then please tap the notification bell so that you will be one of the people to get first-hand information anytime we drop a new video. A group has called on the president over failed policies. They said, Mr. President, we are tired of whatever you're doing, fuel scarcity everywhere, you're talking about going to Niger Republic, this and this, and you know, they have come out to say, okay, let us come together and make a press conference. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, please leave us, we are tired of the government, you know. They have said all lots of things. This particular group, I think, this is like the 10th group to come out in the space of 3 weeks to call out the president over failed policies and a very, very high level of hardship in the country. This is too much. Nigerians are crying. Poverty everywhere. Insurgency trying to come on the rise. Okay, lots of heinous activities. You're still planning to go and invade Niger Republic. This is so sad. Please watch this video and know how much people have really had it up to their neck level, and are trying to call out the president to please stop all the hardship inclined policies.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has, within barely 2 months of grappling grabbing the mantle of leadership, implemented what we consider toxic economic policies that have adverse effect on the already impoverished youths and the masses. One of such toxic policies is the total removal of fuel subsidy on 29th May 2023 during Mr. President's inaugural speech without first providing the necessary palliatives. Gentlemen of the press, it happened that as soon as that announcement was made, the NNPC, being a government-owned agency that deals with oil, quickly moved the oil price from 189 per litre to begin to sell between 480 naira to 570 naira per litre, which was a more than 200% increase. This caused transport fares and prices of essential goods to skyrocket across the country. Nigerians were deceived when the subsidy was removed that it will promote competition and efficiency in the oil sector and drop prices naturally. We are yet to see that. Rather, what we see was to wake up on Tuesday, 18 July 2023, to read the news of further increase of fuel price to 617 naira per litre. One can only imagine the strain inflicted on the wider population of Nigerians who have to survive with monthly minimum wage of 30,000 naira only. This has caused most men and women on the streets to begin to rewrite the biblical book of Lamentations, as they are found at motor parks, marketplaces, and newspaper stands, complaining about the new shaggy economy, which is synonymous with hardship. To make matters worse, the National Assembly recently amended the 2022 supplementary budget and allocated 70 billion naira to support working conditions of their new members. On the other hand, the sum of 500 billion naira was approved for President Tinubu to share among 12 million poor households, with each household receiving 8,000 naira for a period of 6 months to cushion the ripple effects of fuel subsidy removal. We condemn the insensitivity behind this type of policy and urge that it be jettisoned in its entirety. If Mr. President wanted to provide palliatives for the so-called poor household, he should have done so before removing the fuel subsidy, and that is our position. His action, therefore, in this regard, smacks of an economic somersault. More so, he should have been more concerned about reviving the ailing economy generally and not to distribute cash to people, because such cash will not even end up in the hand of the right people who need it. The time has come for government to realize that the citizens are not fools. We are watching, and we believe that infrastructural development is needed more to bring Nigeria out of its current economic valley. And Mr. President must do well to rise up to the occasion without further delay.
All right, so I would say finally, that was the video there, and people who continue to agitate for a good sort of living until maybe the Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal announces something different, or another winner, or maybe a rerun, and then a new administration comes on board, or the president should retrace his steps. Finally, there has been a video interview that has a proof of the offenses that France committed against all the countries in Nigeria, in Africa, to be precise, I beg your pardon, that were colonized by France. This particular video is saying France committed lots of undespicable offenses to all those countries in West Africa that they colonized, and this is one of the reasons why Niger Republic have risen against every other person and have taken their country in their own hands. Now listen to one Mr. Malam Ibrahim Zain Kunju. This Ibrahim Zain Kunji is a socio-political activist, and he spoke extensively on why he thinks, or why the truth is, France have committed lots of offenses to African countries, especially Francophone countries, and they need to be cautioned. Hence, why Niger Republic have come out and stood up to take up their country. Watch this video.
Let us flash back to the history, but to scramble to Africa, 1884. France was among the largest countries.
That's the Treaty of Westphalia.
Yes, please, where they came and colonized massive part of the continent. especially the central part of the continent and the western part of the continent. France had committed unspeakable crimes, perpetrated inhuman atrocities against those nations. Economical, social, political, security, justice, so on and so forth. But by 1960, France claimed that gave independence to those countries. Actually, it was just on a paper. In reality, France is still fully on control of those countries in their decisions, in their economy, in their military, in their resources. Let us bring concrete evidences. Those countries in French-speaking countries or Francophone countries in West Africa, all of them, they are compelled to use French currency. Likewise in Central Africa, about 5 of them or 6 of them compelled to use French currency. And the foreign reserve of those countries kept in French central bank.
So it wasn't a matter of choice?
No. And then annually they are paying to French coffers so-called colonial price for France to come and colonize Africa, to loot their resources, to destroy their lands, and now those countries are paying back annually to France for destroying their lands. And this is a point of no discussion. Any African president from those countries dare to think about to reschedule or whatsoever, definitely that will be the end of that president. So in Africa we had about more than 115 military coups. More than 90% of them are in French-speaking countries. Let me see, all of those countries, with the exception of Senegal, only the remaining either military, several military coups have occurred, or civil unrest, or civil wars, genocides happen all in all those countries, with the exception of Senegal.
Are there evidence pointing to this?
No doubt about it. Just point me a country out of them. Point for me any country. Those French speaking. I will tell you what French intelligence service had perpetrated of crimes. In Rwanda, in Central Africa, in Congo, in DRC, in Chad, in Niger, in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Cameroon, in Togo, that little tiny country. The first coup in sub-Saharan Africa was in Togo, 1963. So it was brutal, and the president by then was killed brutally. Most of those coups were carried out by France. When the president want to negotiate, definitely they will end up with bloody coups, and most were orchestrated in Paris and ordered those agents of France in Africa.
All right, thank you for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed our time together. See you next time. Bye.